I can not read the first name, however, the last name is Harper.
Hello, hello. This has been a long journey. If you knew, if you only, well, maybe you will. I'm going to. This is dedicated to Scott. I'm going to tell a story about prison and about two people finding solace in each other. A few weeks before I was due to be released, I was threatened with a lock on the side. Because of that, I wound up in protective custody. Now, protective custody means that they put you in a cell in the SHU. My roommate in the SHU was a young woman who had been raped in prison. She had a very hard time. One day she became very ill. I nursed her through her illness. And this story starts the next morning. The next day when she rolled out of bed, I said, "How are you feeling?" "Better." She sat down on the foot of my bunk. "Thank you for being so good to me." What was I supposed to do? You were sick. Lying with my head on the pillow, end of the mattress, which was propped up with books underneath. I folded my legs up at the knee to make room for Isabella. Yeah, but most guys would have ignored me. They'd let me die up there without getting involved. Well, I'm not like that. No, you were very good to me. I know who you truly are. Isabella looked at me and I caught her eyes. Isabella, I can see the light within you. It is good and it deserves compassion and nurture. As I lay there, I crossed my legs and crossed my arms behind me to cradle my head. This position stretched out my abdomen and caused the base of my ribs to stake out. Isabella, you are a person worth caring for. I'm not used to being cared for. Isabella gazed at me as she considered. She abruptly observed, "You have an even number of ribs." An even number of ribs. All people do. No, men have one less than women. That's a myth. It started with the biblical myth of Adam and Eve. Most people have the same number of ribs. I think you're really a woman. I am very in touch with my feminine side. All of us are both sides. In me, they are balanced and united. I have a man's body, but the real me is both a man and a woman, and neither, beyond gender. My feminine side makes me very creative. That's why I'm a poet, a novelist, and a musician. I've had many lives as both a man and a woman, but in this life, I'm a man in body. We'd wandered far off topic. Isabella, I recognize you as a woman, but beyond that, you are a loving and lovable living being. You are a light of being and consciousness, and the pure nature of that light is loving bliss. I will do whatever is necessary to nurture that light. Isabella looked down at her lap. Thinking about the previous night, she said, "You petted my hair." I stroked your hair to comfort you. Would you do that again? Certainly. I sat up next to her and stroked her hair gently. After a while, I stopped. Thank you. Isabella, you don't have to thank me, nor do you have to worry about me taking advantage of you. I'm not gay. I never said you were, nor am I, but then neither am I entirely heterosexual. My self-conception can't be limited like that. I told you I'm a shaman. I have gone beyond our societal concepts of selfhood. When I think of myself, I don't think of this body or even this ego. I've had many other bodies, some male, some female, some of indeterminate gender. Across the ages, I have visited many of these lives in spirit journeys, but I do not identify myself with any of them. They are all expressions of who I truly am. As a writer, I put a bit of myself into every character I write about. None of those characters are truly me. The same is true of this life and of all my other lives. I am the awareness that animates it. But they are only narrow lenses through which I shine. Isabella, when I look at you, I see everyone who exists. And when I look at everyone else, I see you. In you, I see me, and in me, I see you. But that which I see is neither me nor you, just as the fire of a lamp is not to be mistaken for the glass hood through which it shines. Yes, I can enjoy the view through the lens that is this life. I can enjoy a good meal or the touch of another. I stroked her hair again gently. But I do not identify myself with this living being or this experience. I stay centered within my true self. This life and the experiences it contains are not me, but expressions of me. I can experience them however I choose. I can live within the limited circumstances and let them happen to me, or I can transcend them, viewing them and my experience of them as expressions of that which I truly am. What I truly am is awareness. I'm a light of being that shines in this moment of existence and in all moments of existence. And that light of being, in its purest essence, behind the lampshade of life through which it shines, is an expression of delight, of unadulterated, unconditional love. That light is bliss. I laid my hand on Isabella's arm. And when I touch another living being, that light of bliss, that light of delight, that light of being and recognition of being within another is communicated directly in the most intimate and sensuous manner. How it is received, I withdrew my hand, depends on how both of us perceive. So tell me, where does gender and sexual identity fit into that? I don't even know what to say about that. What planet do you come from? I laughed. Same address, different universe. So are you attracted to men or women? Physically, I generally find women more appealing to the eye, but I am attracted to the brightness of the soul. And how do you see that? Not with these eyes.